Dear students, this is a really good question to help you understand what is the meaning of effective interest rate. Okay. So you see, usually we consider that it is only the interest, the benefit of making an investment is only the interest. Okay. But that is not the case. You will understand here. So the question is requiring us, what is the total interest expense to be recognized in the statement of profit and loss over the 5-year term? Okay, so this is a different question. Usually we are trying to calculate the interest expense for the year ended. Here they say, what is the interest expense to be recognized over a period of 5 years? Okay, so let's understand. So the requirement is not for a year, it is a requirement for the whole 5-year period for which this loan note has been issued. So on 1st of January 20X2, XYZ issued 1 million 4% loan notes. So here I will make a pause that, they're offering an interest of 4%, okay, of the 1 million. So you would expect that this is the only benefit. You make an investment, you give them 1 million and you get 4% every year. Okay, but that's not the case because you are also getting a discount. The worth of the investment is going to be 1 million, but you're going to be paying less cash. Why? Because you're getting a 5% discount and you will only be making a payment of 95%. And there is a discount. So that's another benefit. Okay. So the benefit is not only the 4% annual interest, but the benefit is also the discount at the start, which is 5%. So now we've got two benefits. We're going to get interest every year, and at the start, we were required to pay 5% less. We will get an investment which is worth 1 million, but we're going to pay only 95%. So this is the second benefit. And the third one, the loan notes are redeemable in 5 years at a premium of 10%. Okay, so when the 5-year term ends, they will pay us the money back. They will pay the principal back, and they're not going to pay only 1 million. They are going to pay 10% extra. So that's the third benefit. Okay, so these are the three things which we are going to get as benefit. Okay, if we are investing, but if we are the company who is going to provide the interest, so they will have the total expense. Okay, so we say the total interest expense is what includes the annual interest of 4% for 5 years. So every year for the next 5 years, we're going to pay them an annual interest. That's the first thing. I could just add that this is the interest expense involves these three things. So the first one is the annual interest. The second thing is going to be the discount offered, the 5% discount offered at the start. Okay. And the third thing is going to be the 10% premium available at redemption. So you understand that it's not only the interest, it's going to be the interest plus the discount, the 5% discount at the start and the 10% premium. So that is a lot of benefit. Okay, so let's see. We're going to have the working for the annual interest. So that is the straightforward working. We take the 1 million, we multiply that to 4%, and we have the value. Okay, so let's calculate it here. That is 1 million into 4%. So that is 40,000. And for 5 years, it is going to be what? So 40,000 into 5 years. So that is going to be 200,000. Okay. So I hope this is clear. That is the first advantage. The second advantage is your discount at start. So you had to pay 1 million, but they say don't pay 1 million. You get a 5% discount and you only pay 95%. So what is the discount? So we take the 1 million, we multiply that to 5%. So that's a 50,000. So that's the second benefit. Okay, so this company XYZ is making it tempting for the investors. Okay, so they will not have to pay the whole 1 million. They will have to pay 950,000. Okay, so investment is worth 1 million, but only 950,000 is invested. Okay, that is 1 million minus the 50,000. Okay, so this is huge. You did not have to pay the whole value. You only paid 950, but you get the worth of it as 1 million. The third thing is going to be the premium at redemption. The premium at redemption is 1 million into 10%. Okay, so they are making it really tempting. So let's see, that is going to be 100,000. So overall, the interest is going to be the sum of these three values. Okay, so I will just write it here as well, just to so that you could make the connection. It's 100,000. Okay, so the total value of the benefit or the total value of the interest is actually 3,50,000. So this is the value that we were trying to calculate. Okay, it's 3,50,000. Okay, so as I told you that this is a very good question to understand the effective interest rate. Okay, you know, the coupon rate is 9% or rather 4%. So the coupon rate is 4% paid every year. Okay. However, the effective rate is more due to the discount at the start and the premium at redemption. Okay, so we're going to do this small calculation to understand it. Okay, so we're going to say the calculation of effective interest rate. So that is going to be this annual interest, which is going to be 1 million into 4%, that is 40,000. And we're going to have, you see, we're going to calculate the annual interest. Okay, so the discount at start was 50,000. So you see, that is one time. But if we're trying to calculate the annual value, we have to divide it by 5 years. Okay, because I'm trying to calculate the effective interest rate for 1 year. I took the interest for 1 year. The total discount is 50,000, but to get the annual value, I divided by 5 years. So that is going to be 10,000, and the redemption premium, which we have already calculated as 100,000. So if this is divided by 5, so this is going to be 20,000. So overall, the total annual interest is 70,000. So the effective interest rate is 70,000 divided by 1 million multiplied by 100. So the answer is 7%. Okay. The coupon rate is 40,000, which is the interest, divided by 1 million multiplied by 100, that is only 4%. Okay. So by looking at this question, you can have a really good understanding why the effective interest rate is more. Okay, you see the effective interest rate is higher. The only reason is that it had the discount at the start and the premium at redemption. Okay, so when we calculate their annual values and we took the total annual interest, it became 70,000. We multiplied it, we divided it by 1 million, and we got 7%. However, if we only consider the annual interest which is going to be paid, so it will be 4%, which is provided in the question. Okay, so this is how we calculate that was the requirement of the question, the total interest expense over the period of 5 years. And we also calculated what would be the effective interest rate per annum. Okay, so I hope this helps you understand the question and how the effective interest rate is calculated.